Hey everybody, I'm going to go over supplies with you for the class. So not in any particular order, I'm just going to talk about some things. The first thing is your newsprint pad. They usually come in sheets of 50. They look a little bit like this. I want you to make sure that it says smooth. If you look right here, it says smooth. Do not get the rough newsprint. It will not work for what we are doing in the class. Make sure you do get a smooth newsprint pad. The second thing you're going to need to get is some sort of white eraser. There's a couple of different versions. This is called a magic eraser. The other one's called a Stadler eraser. I don't care which one you get. They even have different types all over the place. This one's called a mono. You can get one of these as well. Okay. You're gonna need a kneaded eraser. I like that joke. That is a used one. That is dirty. That is clean. You can kind of see the difference in color. They're gonna come in like a little package. They're like 50 cents. Basically, they're erasers that you can kind of manipulate and move around. But you are gonna need at least one of these throughout the whole semester. Your charcoal pencils. I've given you a list of the ones I like. My favorite ones are the Ritmo charcoal pencil. Don't get the 3B, I would get the B pencil. The Wolf's carbon pencil. Right, it's right there, 4B. The Stabilo Carbothello pencil, I get the 740, not the 760. This is the only one I have. My 740 is now this big, but you can see 750. Ooh, 750, not 740. That's the one that you want. All right. And then my favorites of all favorites is the Conte Pierre Noir, the Apéry. It's the 2B. The B or the 2B, both are pretty similar. I would use any of these. My favorite three, hands down, are these three. So if you want to just experiment and get something that you like, I'm going to move this a little bit. Any of these is fine. The Wolf's Carbon, right? The 4B is the only one that I would buy. The Stabilo, Stabilo, the 750, should say 750 right there. And then the Conte Pierre Noir, the 2B pencil, or the B pencil. Those are my three favorites. But if you want to try the Ritmo or anything else on that list, the Primo, feel free to do so. You're going to need a sandpaper pad. Mine is very dirty right now. I've been using it. But it looks like this, sheets of sandpaper connected to a piece of wood that you can kind of hold and use to sharpen your pencil. There's a video for sharpening, a little tutorial that I put together that you guys can watch. Okay. The other thing that you're going to need is a handheld pencil sharpener. Okay. Any one of these is fine. Get a regular pencil. I don't need to show you what those look like. You should probably know what those look like. If you do want to see what one looks like, I actually like the Faber-Castell. And then you want to get like an HB pencil. That's fine. That'll pretty much get everything that you need to get done covered. I also recommend for my class that you get colored pencils, and because we are now online, you guys are responsible for all your materials. The 655 and the 425, those are the ones that you want. These are the Stabilo Carbothello. So 655, 425, you probably want two of these, along with, if you are going to get a black one, then you do want to get this 650, okay? 750. 750, not 650. Don't listen to me, okay? You need something to put all your materials in. Obviously, I just have a general art bin. You can get whatever you want. I've made my own boxes. I have one over here that I put together. I've had this for years. Just made it out of some masonite and stuff. Just put a little clasp on it so that it could close, and I can carry this around. This works fine if you want to use something like that. That's totally fine. You can see all my tools are like organized in different sections. The other optional thing that I talked about on the list is an electric eraser. These guys are really great. There's a cheaper one from Daiso. This one's probably like $8 or $9. It's the name brand is Sakura. Boop, right there. It literally is an electric eraser, right? When we start doing the longer poses, it's going to be really useful. And then last but not least, you are going to need one of these guys. This is a clipboard, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I highly recommend that you get a clipboard with these types of clips, not the clip that kind of flips and switches over, This is about the size of a newsprint pad, I should say. This is 18 by 24. The clipboard is probably like 20 by 26, something like that. And they will be on sale usually in the beginning of the semester at both Blick and Art Supply Warehouse. So you can get all these supplies online at Blick if you don't want to go out into the world. Art Supply Warehouse has everything as well. All right. The other thing that you're going to need is an X-Acto knife. Let's zoom in over here. My X-Acto has a rubber holder. It's called the Gripster. And it's also releases from the back so that you don't end up stabbing yourself with these releases that come up from the front. This is a number 11 blade. It even has like the number 11 on there if you can kind of see it. So make sure you get at least 5 extra number 11 blades. I have a whole package of like 100 here. These will take me like 2 years to go through, maybe even longer. We'll go over some other stuff later on this semester when we start talking about the final project, but that is it for what you need in terms of supplies. All right, guys, look forward to working with you. If you have questions, send me an email, hit me up directly.